Hey guys, Super Retrograde here. So I wanted to make another video. This one's gonna be a little different. This one, last night was the first night of the year that I tried to turn on my air conditioner, and my air conditioner failed to turn on. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna kind of show you some of the troubleshooting that I'm gonna do and see if we can get it working. So last night when I did this, it seemed so. I live in a condo, and this building was originally built in 1982, and they used to be apartments, but now they've been sold so that they're condo units. So what I have is out on my patio, I have a furnace room. So out on my patio I have a furnace room, and here's my furnace, and then down here I have my AC unit. Well, you can't really see it. There it is. You can just barely see it. That's my AC unit. So last night, one of the first steps I took when this happened was I went and I took these two panels off, this one, and I replaced the furnace filter. So one of the first things to do is to replace the furnace filter when your AC doesn't work. Then you give it 5 minutes, you wait and see, and that did not solve my issue. So then another thing to look at is that your thermostat is set properly. So mine is set to cool, and it's set to a lower temperature than it's currently on. The thermostat seems to be functioning properly, so it doesn't seem to be that. And something that was throwing me off is let me turn this fan off so I can get up here. Is my vent. My vent is outputting cold air, but this is just the furnace using its fan to cycle the air. This is without the air conditioner. So I thought it was working, but it wasn't maintaining a temperature. So the next step is to look at this guy, my circuit breaker. My circuit breaker, my fuse box. So mine are nice and labeled, and numbers 5 and 6, 5 and 7 are for the AC unit. So long story short, I had my property maintenance company out here, and they actually shorted this out one time to where I smelt electrical charring in here. But then I continued to use it after another person came out and fixed it, and it continued to work, but you can kind of see that it's kind of silvery right here. So I kind of wonder if over the winter this breaker quit working. So I think I really have like 3 things left that it could be, or that it probably is. Number 1, I think it could be this. Number 2, there's a down by the AC unit, there's going to be a set of fuses, and that may be in the off position, or those fuses may be blown. Another thing is there's a pipe down there to get the excessive water from the AC unit out of there, and that could possibly be backed up because we have water issues down there. So I'm going to start by going to Lowe's this morning and replacing this breaker. Now last night I took this panel off, and the reason that I have a blank here is because I don't have a master shutoff. So I started looking online, and so since this used to be an apartment building, they didn't want and this is called like a split box or something. It's not actually like a typical breaker box like a house would have. So in my hallway over there, I have my meter is actually in a utility room over there that's locked, but I'm able to get in there with a couple screwdrivers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn all my devices off, unplug everything from the wall, go into that maintenance room, shut off my power at the meter, and then I'm gonna come in here, take these screws off, and disconnect this breaker, and then I'm gonna go to Lowe's and replace it. And one of the things I had to do was determine which meter is my meter. So with my local utility company, I went into my account online and I looked at my statements and I found where it listed my meter so that I could go in there and just shut off my power and not everyone else in my building. So I'm gonna stop recording for a second. I'm going to turn off and unplug all my devices, and then we'll pick up in that room, and I'll just show you for a second where I cut off my power. Okay, so in this room we have all our meters, and this is a room that's typically locked. So back in the apartment days, this is where your landlord would go to shut off your power. So I know that this one is mine, so I'm just gonna flip these breakers to off. So that should make it safe to work inside of my breaker box. So now I'm back in my unit and all my lights are out except my carbon monoxide fire detector, because that's on a different, apparently not on my power, which I found out the hard way when I moved in, because when I installed that guy, I ended up like kind of blowing up the cables thinking it would be dead. So I'm going to try to set this up where you can see me in the fuse box. Let's see here, because I'm going to need both my hands. I'm having a hard time figuring out what you're seeing. There we go. So I'm going to go and just take this off. Sorry I don't have more light, but so I'm going to take this guy off the wall. And there's videos of people doing this without the master, or without turning off the master power. I don't know. I'm not that brave or not that stupid. The whole idea of the breakers inside of here is to blow and stop the power from killing you. So when you're messing with the cables before that, you could really get messed up. You know, and honestly, I probably shouldn't be here alone doing this, but I don't feel like getting somebody to watch me. Oop. Oh man, I got something bad going on here. There we go. Okay. I want to see kitchen outlets. Okay. Now, 5 and 7 That's the one I want to replace. I might replace my furnace ones while I'm at it, because I think they're all probably ancient. See, I'm going to need a flathead to disconnect the wires. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the offending breaker, and then I'm going to go to Lowe's and show it to them and get a new one. So here, I'm going to be careful. Even though it's not live, I'm gonna be scared like it is. This is too wide of a screwdriver. Thought I needed a beefy one. I guess I need a more of a normal person one. And I'm only touching the rubber on the screwdriver. I'm just gonna loosen the screw a little bit on each of the cables. See, when you do this stuff, you want to have a healthy amount of fear. And I'm supposed to just rock it. I've never pulled one of these out before. I'm not sure exactly how the heck you snap it out. Huh? Whole thing wants to move. There we go. Okay, so those are my two cables. I'm going to leave them hanging just like that. And I'm going to go to Lowe's. So I'm going to go to Lowe's with my breaker. I don't know if that's in frame or not, but I'm going to take this breaker to Lowe's and I'm going to buy a replacement, and I'm going to leave my power shut off because I have that exposed wire in there. So I'll cut back when I get back from Lowe's. Hey guys, just leaving Lowe's. So I went to Lowe's and I found the replacement circuit breaker. Actually, what happened was I thought I found the right circuit breaker, and then I stopped and asked a guy in the electrical department. Found out I had picked the wrong one. I had like all the right ratings, but it was the wrong manufacturer for what my old one was. So kind of goes to show, make sure to ask somebody and make sure to bring your old one in. And then I just bought two of them right away so that I have one down the road. They were only like $9 each, so I figured I'd just have a spare. So now I'm gonna drive home and hook it up. Okay guys, so I just got back with my new circuit breaker, and I still have my power to my unit disconnected. This one, let me make sure I know. I'm going to open up the contacts here so I can feed my wires in there. It was pretty painless to get these at Lowe's. Like I said, I just bought two of them right away. So I'm thinking about replacing this one while I'm at it. We'll see though. I don't know. I would replace the top one of my furnace, but I also don't know if I want that much change all at once. Maybe I just put them in my garage. Maybe I just put the other one in my garage and wait for the furnace one, something to happen to the furnace one. Same time, it might not be bad to get a new one in there. And I'm not sure how to snap these in. People just say to rock them, but I think you gotta. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you gotta get the left side like in these grooves, and then you gotta push down on the right. See, it shouldn't be doing that though. So that's why you shut the power off. Maybe I really need that. I don't want it coming out when I flip it. Okay. No, I am just gonna replace the other one. Just get some new stuff in here. So this is the one for the furnace. So I'm gonna flip it off. I don't think it really matters whether or not you flip it off, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I'm gonna unscrew it or loosen up these contacts. And I did go and look at my the AC shut off down by my air conditioner, and there's some construction going on down there, so that very well could be the culprit down there. But this fuse for the air conditioner that I just replaced, that one was clearly charred, and I know when it was shorted, and I remember smelling the electrical smell. So even if the problem is beyond my control up here, this is still a good thing to do to get these new breakers in here, especially for that one that was charred. $10 breaker is a lot cheaper than an electrical fire. Plus, this is kind of fun. Now I know more about my condo than I did yesterday. It would be nice if this had a main shutoff in it. But since I can get into that utility room that I'm not supposed to be able to get into, it doesn't really matter. Another thing to be mindful of is in my garage is actually my garage door is actually powered off of this breaker, and there's a 9-volt battery in my garage door opener, and you want to make sure that thing is like a fresh battery before you do this, or your garage door could lose all its programming. And like right now, while I have the power cut off, I'm unable to open my garage door. So you want to make sure if you got to go someplace, you get your car out of the garage first. There we go. So I'm gonna flip these all on. I bet these little guys are probably even cheaper. These are nice GE ones. They're rated for 10,000 amps, and they have a 30 amp break or fuse. So now I'm going to put my panel back on. Put my panel back on while it's safe. This part, I think I want to open the door. Okay. And then I'm going to do a crisscross pattern on these. That one I didn't tighten all the way because I'm going to line up another one and may have to move this around a little bit. Yeah, see, that didn't line up. So I got to figure out, I'm going to take one of these flashlights. Yeah, it needs to move that way a little bit. This one I think is on. Now let's see if this one is. Yep, this one is now. Okay, so now I have my breaker box back in here. I've got everything set to on. So I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna go in the other room and turn on my lights, or turn on the main power. Okay, so I'm back in here. I go back to the main one. Hopefully everything in there's happy. Didn't trip, it didn't seem like. Okay, now I'm back in here. My lights are on again. So I'm gonna turn this down to like 70 degrees, and I'm gonna plug everything. I'm gonna cut away, and I'm gonna plug all my stuff back in, and then I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes and see if my AC turns on. Hey guys, so at this point I've replaced that breaker, I've reconnected power to everything, and I've let it sit for about 5 minutes. This is my AC unit right here. It's a pretty new unit, but when you look at the electrical down here, so this is my electrical right here. It looks like this main one is going into here like it should. Oh, I guess I just found it. Wow, so there's the problem. Mine was off at the AC unit cutoff. Wow, just got it working. I really thought that this was the problem. This little thermostat wire, it's just like electrical taped here going up into here. They've had a lot of construction down here because we've been having water problems. So I was thinking that they completely had mine disconnected. So it looks like I just got it working. Looks like I took some sort of impact right here, but seems to be working okay. The other thing I'm going to want to do is get some insulation for around this pipe right here. Looks like I got my cooling pipe a little exposed. So that'll probably be another trip to Lowe's at some point. I wonder if
This, I wonder if the lady below me is off. Yeah, hers is off too. So I'll probably contact her before I start flipping stuff on hers. She still got a tarp over hers. Yeah, so I got my AC going. Suppose now I'll go up in the unit and make sure. Okay, I'm back in my unit. I got my thermostat set to 70. Oh, I can tell. Just, it feels like, okay, before I did this, at this vent, I would feel the airflow to about here. Now I feel it to about here, and it's substantially cooler. So that must have been the problem. Ooh. So then what I'm gonna do, since I saw that the lady below me is off as well, I'm gonna text her. I already let my condo association know that I figured it out. But I'm gonna text the lady below me and let her know that when she decides to turn her AC on, she should talk to me. Because I don't want to flip that without consulting her. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it helps, you know, someone in a similar situation. You know, messing with this high voltage, high amperage stuff, you want to be careful. So this is Super Retrocade. I hope you like this video. It's a little different than what I normally do on this channel. Okay guys, this is the video that never ends. I have a couple more things that I want to show you. So one of the things I did was I labelized on these new circuit breakers today's date, so that in the future I know how old they are. And the other part of it is whenever I eventually sell this place, it's one of those things, it's not going to get you more money for the place, but you know, one of the things they're going to do, if they're a real serious buyer, they're going to come here, they're going to open this up, and it helps to see everything labeled, see the dates on the breakers, just to know that there's pride of ownership in this place and that someone wasn't just neglecting everything. It's not going to get you more money for the place, but it could be the thing that makes someone decide to buy. Then the other thing I'm gonna do, I went back to Lowe's. There's not a whole lot of light in this room. Oop, that didn't help. Let me turn the lights on here. And I bought some of this tubing that has the slit down it, so that I can replace the one that's currently on my air conditioner, because it had a length of about a foot of pipe that was exposed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the old tubing, use the zip ties, or remove the old tubing, put the new tubing on, cut it to length, and then use the zip ties to secure it so that the whole thing is insulated. So when I'm done doing that, I'll show you guys that. So this is for sure the last part. I didn't remove the old tube. The old tube is actually still on this section like it was. What I did now was I put it over the top, and so now this part is protected where it wasn't before. So I think that's the end of my video, especially since I got to go to work in about an hour. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. Super Retrocade. Thank you. Bye.